Has my video loaded?
No, your video is
Nope.
still very much dying. Soup, soup,
Oh,
soup.
Soup.
Terrible
You
news,
exist!
Holly, but I have a video.
Okay.
Yes,
The
hello.
silence.
Hello.
We've got our things
here.
figured out, although we'll see how the video footage looks for me, because I look very grainy to myself.
You guide us through this since this is your video.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're the
You're
team
in
leader right now.
charge.
You're the boss right now.
I'm just making it up as I go along. Maybe we could start with just introducing who we are a little bit, so people aren't super confused. I can start. Hello, I'm Liz, or Alchemist's Attic. I've been making dice for about 2.5 years, I think, ish? Something like that. I guess that my thing is personalization or handmade inclusions. I don't know.
I'm Katrina. I run the Lucky Merrow. I also do sharp-edged dice. I think one of my specialties is I really like using glow-in-the-dark pigments, and I like doing glow-in-the-dark numbers on dice.
That's fun. I always say that your thing is having like very like clean and chic dice. Like they always look very classy, but like
They are
simple
very
and
classy.
classy.
Oh.
Guess I'll go. Wait, no, you didn't say how long you've been doing this.
Oh yeah, that is true. I've been making dice since 2019.
The longest of us all.
Yeah.
I'm Katie, or Scryer. I run Dragon Ink Dice. I don't know if I have a specialty anymore. It was glitter, but I haven't done glitter dusted in a solid year because I'm too lazy to finish my blanks. There's usually some form of sparkle. I've been making them, I think, for about the same amount of time as you, Liz, so 2.5 years. Because I started like June-ish 2020.
Okay, I did as
Around.
well, and I started
Yeah.
selling in like September.
Yeah, no, that was when my first commission was, September of that year. So
So we started almost exactly the same time. So we're gonna do a dice challenge, because one of the things that I love about dice making is that 3 different people can have the exact same prompt and make something completely different. Long story short, for this one, we each came up with something that's gonna have to be included in a set of dice, and we're all going to say what that thing is, and we all have to include all of them. Time frame that we'll be working in. We'll have a month to get these done. They don't have to be completely done. You don't have to get them polished and inked, but they should be at least poured. So hopefully that'll be enough time to order materials if you need, or make things if you need. If something goes wrong, you can make another set. So, who wants to go first with saying their thing that has to be included?
Was thinking about it for a while, and I was like, I could probably give something that would really challenge everyone, but I figured since like it's spring, what better inclusion to use in a set of dice right now than flowers?
So I planned something for all 3 based on what other people said.
So did I.
Just to make sure.
That's why I'm going last.
I have a ridiculous amount of ribbons and mesh and types of things like that, lace. So something like that fabric-y thing.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, that'll be a challenge. My thing is gonna be you have to include the colors black and white. You can use other colors too, but you have to have black and white in there. I should write that down too. Wait, where's my notes?
No. I have a sticky note.
I can see you writing. Let's see, florals. Yeah, well, so we'll meet up again in a month to show what we made. Anyways, thanks for agreeing to do this, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Why did I leave? Wait, why did I leave? Wait, why did I leave?
I don't know why you left.
Why did I leave?
I figured you were just gonna end your video
no, wait.
recording.
Why did I leave?
That's actually a glitch that's been happening with Discord recently.
No, I
Like,
did it on
me and my
purpose. I
friends-
hit end call. I just said bye. I was like, oh yes, goodbye. I must leave now.
Bye forever.
Bye.
I thought we were like saying bye just like for the recording.
We were, and
No,
I'm just like, later, bitches. I'm out of here.
I
Fades
don't
out.
have plans, but I guess I could go work.
Oh dear. So I think I have a bunch of like ribbon and lace and stuff somewhere. I think I got a bunch. I don't remember where from. I just have to figure out where I put it because my craft room is still a mess from I rearranged things to get this shelf set up, and I have things everywhere. I think they are over here though. I think this. Let us look. Oh my, yes it does. Ugh. I don't know where I got this. Oh, I think we're set, guys. All right, let me see. We've got all sorts of ribbons and lace and things. I'm thinking, because we're gonna do black and white, right? I have kind of an idea. I think I'm gonna use some black resin and some white flowers, because I have some flowers that I got recently that I have just been so excited to use. I don't know if I want to do ribbon or lace. Let me drag this out and let's see what we've got. So we've got a whole bunch of ribbon there. I've got a bunch of different things of like white lace. So maybe I'll do, I've got black lace too. I want like white, I think. Alternatively, I have a different idea of I could do like a red ribbon. I could do black, resin, white, flowers, and like red ribbon maybe? I'll pull out a few options here and we'll see what we want to do. Ooh, red, I could do red lace. Okay, so I grabbed some options. I don't think I'll be doing black lace because I was thinking of doing black resin. I'll show you what flowers I was thinking of using so you can see why. I got these flowers recently and I am mildly obsessed with them. They just keep their shape and their color and everything so well. I don't have a ton of white ones though, so maybe a little bit off-white. I did just order some more in a slightly different like color palette though, so maybe those will have some white ones. I guess we'll see. I think they're supposed to be here in a few days. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna use those.
I love being able to live in Florida, where 90% of the time it is just downpouring at 88% humidity to where you cannot work with resin. This is my life.
So I have a dilemma. I have way too many types of fabric and ribbon, and so I don't know what I should use. Like, these alone have 3 to like 5 different ones in them, and I was the one that put this in our challenge, and now I have to make decisions, and I do not like it. So at this point, I think I'm just gonna make a bunch of different sets and see which one comes out the best. I don't know. I think I'm staying away from that one because I've used that fabric the most recently, but everything else I have not touched once. Hopefully things go well.
I don't know if I want to do another color besides black and white. I think if I did, maybe I would either do red or gold, or I could do each dye a different color in the rainbow. Do you think thread would count as like fabric? That might be cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and decide on a color for the lace or the ribbon or the string, and then I will bring you back in once I have an actual design idea.
I don't know if you could hear the rain still occurring. It's currently 93% humidity outside, so I figured since I don't have the time to cast any resin just yet due to the rain, I would at least show off some of the materials that I'm going to be doing for the dice challenge. I found this really lovely lace hidden off in my sewing box that I figured that I could try out, and it fits the requirement for it being white. So it would give me a little bit of a leeway to mess around with some palette work. Next up, I found these very nice, almost bronze hydrangea petals that I dried a while ago. And I figured bronze and gold tones look really nice next to black and white. I've got both my pitch black and my slate alcohol inks that I'm going to be using. I'll have to figure out exactly how I'm going to use which because the pitch black tends to be a little bit overpowering. And the last piece that I'm getting is, would it really be one of my dice sets if I don't get something that's completely shiny? I haven't used this one yet, but I really do like how it's got a subtle shift between green and blue, and I think it's going to end up looking really nice next to those bronze hydrangea petals. When it's not pouring rain outside, hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to put all of this together, and I'll be able to record the pouring video.
Alright, I think I have a plan. Not entirely sure. I don't normally go into pouring things like this with a plan, but I'm going to do 3 sets at once because I'm ridiculous. And so I have 3 different ribbons pulled out, 2 different flower types, some like black feathery things, and then this is like a moss. And I'm gonna combine them in some way. I'm not entirely sure. And then I fully expect other stuff is just gonna get pulled in because I have a ton of stuff sitting next to me.
Okay, so I only just now thought that I should probably be recording a clip of this. So obviously, this lace is way too thick to put into a dice mold. So what I'm doing is, due to the style of lace, I can easily trim it down to a more manageable size, because we still do have to put in flowers as well, and we don't want it to be too overwhelmed to where it'll cover everything else up. I think that should be plenty enough for us to work with. We're going to be using my blank molds for this, because we want to make sure that when we're casting the dice, we don't end up with a bunch of lace pressed out on the side of the numbers. That way when it gets polished, we aren't exposing the lace and making air bubbles. Yeah, I think we could get this to fit in here. Oh, that'll actually look really nice. Alrighty. We'll keep doing 2 all the way down, and maybe do 3 for the D20. So we've got all of the lace in place. Now we're gonna pick out some good hydrangea petals to work with. Oh, I think we've got a winner. We've got a nice dried small hydrangea. Yeah, okay. I've got like a mixture between bronze and gold-ish. I mean, it's more yellow. So we're just gonna pick through. We're gonna see if there's any that we can find that have a more consistent color, which looks like we're having some luck. If anyone is wondering how I get all of my petals, I currently work part-time as a cashier at a grocery store, and they get in a lot of really fancy hydrangeas around like holidays and stuff. I dry everything myself using silica crystals. See, this is my curse that I deal with. When I start putting something together, I start getting more ideas as I'm working on it, and I really want to put more in here, but I feel like if I put in too much, it's going to end up feeling crowded. I have a white that goes yellow-red, so might do that. I've been really enjoying the mica drops technique that Liz has been using. I tried it recently in a set, and I'm really enjoying it.
Alright, so I streamed yesterday and I got things set up. Alright, let's go. Welcome to my mess of a workspace. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, so I think we'll try the white lace with the black background. I'm not sure on the flower color yet. Do I want to just do white flowers? So I have white flowers and white lace and black resin, or do I want to do a different color of flower with the white lace and the black resin? Yeah, so this one might be good. I think it's a good size. Yeah, teal, maybe teal. I like a good teal. Ooh, I like a good teal. I could do teal and purple and pink. I could do teal and purple and pink. I may have gone a little bit overboard. I have 4 different sets of dice that I'm pouring. Hopefully one of them at least I like for the prompt. But we've got, let's see, we've got some thread. I don't know if that'll count or not. This may or may not work. I don't know if it counts as like a textile, like a lace or something. But we're gonna do some white lace with some gold and some black. We're gonna do some red lace with some white flowers and some black ink in there and a little bit of gold foil. And then these ones are going to be our black lace with a little bit of gold stuff in there. We've got some roses, and we're gonna do a kind of milky, foggy effect in there so that we just see the little bits of the roses and the lace poking out. So I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna get these things poured and hopefully they turn out.
I'm not usually one to do like a ton of different colors. Typically 3 is one of the highest I'll go to for a color palette, unless I'm doing something that's like rainbow or themed after a specific scene or creature or character. This is going to be an interesting lesson for me.
So the downside with this pitch black ink, it's overpowering sometimes. But the weirdest part is before it cures, it's almost like a green color. We want a little bit of sparkle, but I think with the addition of the chameleon pigment, we don't want it to be too overpowering. We're going to put a little bit of clear resin into the molds to begin with. We want to make sure we get underneath the petals. That way, there won't be any major air bubbles caught in this. Hold on, there's a cat hair. Traditional. For those of us that own cats, it doesn't matter what you do, there will always be a cat hair somewhere. We're gonna start filling up the molds most of the way. Oh, this is going to look really pretty. Okay, and with that, that's the set. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, guess what's happening again? Right as I was getting ready to pour more resin. Oh boy.
Hello. Why my camera decides to work this time, I don't know. All right, should we show off what we made? I can go first if folks want. So I have a few different pictures of things to show you, but I do have like a final set of dice.
Oh, okay.
That I went with. So this was the original idea that I had.
Oh.
So like black at one end and then white flowers and white lace.
I really like it.
Yeah. I think my favorite is the D2.
Oh. Got that from the video.
No one saw anything. So that was my first idea when I was trying to come up with ideas. But I decided to make a few different sets of dice because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Which one should I do next? Should I do the one that didn't turn out, or should I do the one that I went off task and did something different?
Let's go off task.
Yeah, let's do the one that's very incorrect.
Okay. Yeah, I was planning to, and then I decided
Turned into a rainbow.
it did, and I sent this.
Actually,
It's really pretty.
Oh yeah, it's just not the what we said we were gonna make at all. The only thing that's missing actually is black.
You could get away with it if you inked it in black.
Oh. That's okay, I have a different set. Yeah, so I did the thread and the white flowers, and I did a different color of thread in each one. I'll just show you the D20. So there's white flowers in there.
it is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
My original thought was, well, then I could do the other half, because they're all half and half, in black. And then I went and, actually poured them and went, I'm not gonna like them if they're in black. I want to do a pastel of the color. So I'm like, I have other sets of dice. It's fine. I'll do the pastels. The next set here, I really like. I might be able to fix, but I kind of just gave up. But I'll show you why these aren't my final set. So
Like a milk bath.
yeah, so that's the white, and then I have black lace, and I have roses in them. But anyway, let me send you the photo of why I didn't use these ones.
Oh no.
Well, part of the reason it's like that is because I tried to fill it in and then put it back in the pressure pot, and it did not work out. I might still be able to fix it. I might be able to fill in just that little bubble there, and then sand it down flat. Fland it. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mess, so probably not. This leads us to the actual set of dice. I feel like these ones are harder to take photos of because there's so much going on in them. So that's what I finally decided on. So for the textile, obviously I went with the red lace. For the florals, I went with white flowers. And then for the black and white, I did the white flowers and the black ink. I think if I did them again, though, I would put the flowers towards the upper face. Because the way I made these, I ended up with all of the flowers being at like the one side. So I ended up with like on the D20 where it's like the 20 face, you just really see the lace. And then you get to the one side and that's where it's like the prettiest, I think.
Honestly, that's how most of mine end up too, so.
That's the set of dice that I ended up with. And I like how they turned out. All right, who wants to go next?
I think I might as well, since I know Scryer also has a lot of dice. The set that I ended up with wasn't my initial idea, but when I was looking at all the materials I had on hand, I was like, this is exactly what I need to do. I ended up probably using a lot more color shift pigment than I thought, but it looks really good in camera.
There can never be too much color shift pigment.
I had a lot of this really older vintage lace that I trimmed up.
It reminds me of like Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, the little flower, like the
Yeah.
fire flower, kind of. Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways, please continue.
I think one of the best ones that really shows it off is the D6.
Oh,
So
sure.
for these-
Just completely finish your set of dice and show us
Yeah.
both up. I see how it is.
So for this set, what I did was I laced the lace and the hydrangea petals I picked out into the mold before pouring the resin, and used partially clear resin, injected in some black ink, and did a color shift mica drip that goes from red to gold.
Ooh.
I can
Oh,
see
now
it a
I'm seeing
little
the
bit
pink,
there.
yeah. I see the gold
Right
for
at the
sure.
corner there.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy with them. It's a shame I won't be able to sell them, but it means I get to keep them.
So what
There
happened?
is
Yeah.
when I was doing final checks, because I didn't see this when I pulled them from the molds, but let me see if the camera will pick it up. There is a bubble caught right there on the D percentile.
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, if
it's on the percentile.
yeah, I was just gonna say, if it's like a small enough bubble, you could just put it in the listing and be like, hey,
Yeah.
there's a bubble on the D10. But if you want to keep them, you should keep them.
I'm gonna keep them. They're my first insert set, so
Yeah.
I might as well.
Might as well.
How was that process for you with the blanks?
I mean, I didn't particularly find it too hard. If anything, it was a lot easier because I was worried that the lace would end up sticking through the dice after polishing, since it's such a thick lace. For the most part, I'm really looking forward to actually being able to use my blanks to make sets. I'm actually working on a set that I completely went off script on. I did pour a second set. I pulled a U, Liz. So this is still blanks right now. I'm still in the middle of painting them. But I ended up having this really pretty, like, navy blue netting with gold stars that I trimmed up and put in with blue hydrangea petals.
Oh, those are gonna be so good.
And the D20, let me see if I can find it. The D20 has a little glow-in-the-dark moon in it.
Aww.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I
good.
like that. I don't have a picture of the first set that I poured, and I'm assuming it's because there's a bubble in one of the dice, so I did not feel the need. They all followed a fairly similar theme, because I did not allow myself to go buy more floral items.
Did you have a bunch of floral items?
I
before?
have rose petals, a ton of moss, one flower thing that I forgot I have, some blue flowers. Then I have some dried orchid petals, and I have a ton of this, like, white baby's breath. It's just a gigantic, like what you would use to make a bouquet. And I have so much of it. That's the one I use the most of. So, the first one, I ended up putting in way too much of a color shift powder, so it's almost
A theme.
entirely clear with a color shift in it, and then there's just like a little bit of flower in there and a piece of black lace, and I'm like, I did not let myself use the color shift again after that, though, because I was like, that was a lot.
Aw. If you do find a picture of them or take a picture of them, you can send it over and I'll
share.
put it in the video. I'll show it here. Over all of our faces.
After that was the day that I poured 3 sets at once. Luckily, one of them is the one that I'm going with. The other 2, I have a picture of it. I didn't like how it turned out. It's got a type of ribbon in it that's it's a little hard to see compared to everything else in there, but I also put like these little black feathers and then the white flowers in it.
Oh, it's pretty though.
It's pretty. It's just that the flowers just didn't stand out well enough against that. I immediately said, nah. Not for showing on cameras.
Just showed it on camera, but okay. Yes.
And then this set, which has a white lace, the orchid petals, and then there's also some of that black feather in it. And I do really like how these came out. For some reason, this white lace in some of the dice, it just didn't hold its shape very well. It like got really bunched up instead of letting the pattern show better.
I wonder if since it's a synthetic lace, the resin got so hot it started melting.
Maybe, or just because it's so thin, that specific one.
Did you put the lace into the mold and then pour the resin on top?
Oh yeah, I'm lazy.
Oh, I mean, that's how I did it too. I'm just...
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe the resin just, like, dragged it down.
Yeah, I
The
think
bottom
I
mold.
put the lace in first, and then the petals, and then some of the feathers, because if I pour the resin before I and it's too difficult to actually get those feather things to go
Oh.
into it.
Yeah. That is one of the fun things about resin is that you can
Mhm.
you can just put whatever you want in it, for the most
You
part.
really can. That and
Fun
stuff
random
just
stuff.
lasts forever, other than the resin itself.
Yeah, that's true. It uses so little material for dice because they're so small. But also it's so much fun to get new materials so you end up with
Okay, I know.
crap ton.
And that's why we can talk about my issue of the fact that I bought how many different new laces for this one specific prompt and used only 3.
Yeah, it was for this prompt that you bought all of the new laces, I'm sure.
For
Definitely
sure.
for the prompt.
Mhm.
Not
It's great
because of them or
100%
anything.
for the prompt. I don't know why it would be for anything else.
Mm-mm. You don't have a problem. It's fine. You can stop whenever you want.
Yeah. It's business expenses, okay? I get to keep track of that and
Oh my
save money.
Oh my gosh, yeah, sorry. At the end of the year when I'm totaling up my business expenses to do taxes, I'm always just like, no one can know my shame. No one look at my business expenses and how much I've spent.
Yeah. Alright. The last one, the one that I'm actually going with, has the same black lace that I used for the set that you guys didn't see, plus the white baby's breath, and then a little piece of one of the green mosses that I have. I really like how it came out. And then also, technically on this lace, there are little flowers in the lace too. So, double dipped on that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
I love that. The D20. Oh, that's pretty.
The lace almost entirely covers the 20 face. And then you get to the other side. I think that one is my favorite die. If I was gonna redo it, the D6 is my least favorite, just because like it has a similar look to it. But I think I should have put more, because then like on these sides it's a bit empty.
Yeah, it is a bit empty.
I think I'd want to put probably just more of the flowers in it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest here. My process for pouring dice is I take stuff out and then I just go usually. This was much more planning than normal.
Do you have an idea what color you're gonna ink them in?
Since they're so translucent, I might do the thing where I ink one color underneath and then like a brighter color on top.
Ooh.
So like keep white under like for the base coat. I don't know, I think any color would really go with it. And I have a ton of metallics. I have a rainbow of metallics.
You don't have a problem. It's fine.
I don't have a rainbow of paint at all. I have the whole thing that's on my wall right there.
Wait, oh, you have more paint on the wall in front of you?
Yeah. I have my neons shelf and then the color shift shelf.
I guess, is there anything you want to plug?
Come find me at theluckymerrow.com. I've got Final Fantasy dice, I've got big size dice, I've got coasters.
And other things.
Yeah. You like
Let's see,
dice
this
bags?
is-
I've got dice bags.
This is coming out in June.
Yeah, the plan is for this video to come out
Okay,
in June.
there might actually be stuff on my website then. So
You do
I
more
can-
in-person stuff, I know.
I can tell you right now, everything is currently labeled as out of sold.
Do you have a social
No.
media that you post to a lot? So, find
Everything's under Dragon Ink Dice though.
find Scryer in
post
person
when
on the
I'm-
street somewhere.
Harass me. It wouldn't be the first time I sell dice for my car, you know.
That sounds like a story.
The thing is, like, I don't do the summer market here, but people still want to buy stuff in town, so I'll just still meet them at the market. Just show up with cases of dice. It's fine.
Why
Are
is
you
this a shady drug deal out of the back of your car, but it's dice?
I don't always sell it.
You got the
at
cash?
car. That's how it feels, though. It's like, I'll have people message me on Instagram or wherever, and they'll be like, can I come buy those earrings that I saw this week? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And, I'm handing them a little plastic baggie.
Why is this so shady?
It just really feels like it is. Every time, and I'm like, but they're just dice. It's all it is dice.
All right, so if you want to get a hold of Scryer, message her and meet her at the back of her car, I guess.
Hey, I do
Shape
sell stuff on my
dealer.
website. It's just not getting updated until June.
All right, so you might have some stuff. So what is your website?
DragonInkDice.bigcartel.com. Yeah, that's the one.
All right, so there may or may not be stuff in Scryer's shop.
Hey,
but...
if there's not, there's a way to email me and be like, do you actually have dice available? And I'll be like, yeah, I should probably update that.
Good. If everybody messages her, maybe.
If you all bother me enough, I'll actually do my job.
Oh, the other thing. We were talking about having a live stream this Saturday. So not this Saturday while we're filming this, but this Saturday when this video is going out, where we just all chat about dice making stuff. Could answer some questions, talk about our process. Come watch live as we grab random things from around the room and say, this is a material I got.
This is what I worked on today.
So yeah, if that interests you, this Saturday on this channel. YouTube channel.
It'd be like us pointing down, right? To
Link
check
in the description.
check the link in the description.
Tell you what, I will actually plan it and put a link in the description to the stream. Yeah, I'll leave links to both of these guys' shops and my shop in the description as well. If people enjoyed this, I was thinking of making this like a reoccurring reoccurring thing. I can talk. Not necessarily with these guys, sorry guys, but just doing more collabs like this with some sort of challenge in the future. So if you want to see more collab videos like this, either like the video, comment, or if you'd be interested in being in a video like this also, feel free to comment below or hit me up on social media or something. Any last parting words, guys?
Roll fast, and if your dice don't listen to you,
Buy
please
some
don't
from-
eat them.
If they don't listen, buy some from the Lucky Merrow.
Yeah. Buy some from one of the other ones of us.
Alright. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye!
Alright. Ah! Oh no! Ah!
Punches the microphone immediately.
It's like...
Finishes recording, immediately punches the mic. Hit it again!
That's how you feel, I see.
I'm leaving that in.